It's recording. Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve this lead code problem. So this problem is palindrome substring. So what we have to do, we will receive an given string S and return the number of palindromic substring in it. That's a we have given a string, then we have given a substring that this is the substring and you have to find its occurrence in the given string. So let's, for example, it's ABC, and so output will be 3 because there are three palindromes on the string. A is palindrome, B is palindrome, and C is palindrome. So in the given string, we have to find out that how many there are substring which can be palindrome. For example, there are 3AA, so output will be. So we have given triple A, the output will be 6 because there are six palindrome substrings. So one, this one is a, then this a, each a is a palindrome. Then we have that double a and a, these are also substring. Then this one is also a substring which is palindrome, and the whole string is also a palindrome. So we have the answer of 6. So you can, as you can see here, and the constraints will be string length will be equal to 1, and it cannot be greater than 1000. So it will be between 1 and 1000, or it the string we receive in input will only have lowercase letter of the English. So if we see the hints, let's just make a logic first that how we are going to solve this. So we are receiving a string A, B, C, and then we have to find out how many substrings there are, which can be palindrome. So it's going to be on time because we have to look through each character of the string. I guess we can do it like first character, then second two character, then third, next three character, then next four character, and next five character, next six character, like that. So let me just start coding real quick here. Let's first create some logic here. So what we are going to do first, loop through each the whole string. Then for each iteration, what we are going to do, we are going to take the current string between the 0 and the current loop number. So let's say if the current character is 0, and right now the iteration we are going to do it is 5. So we will have to find out that with 0 to 5, these characters, this substring is palindrome or not. If palindrome, then what we are going to do is uh, count plus plus, and if not, then do nothing. And right after that, we will do like return result. So let's implement it real quick. First, let me declare a variable count, which will be 0 initially. Then I have a string. So what I'm going to do for I equals to 0, and I less than string dot length, or I can do I less than equals to s dot length minus 1, always similar, I plus plus. Then I will loop through each character. Then from each character I will have to find from 0 to particular each character. So the first character I'm going to take is check uh, from s dot split. Instead of doing, let's optimize it after that. Let's first implement it completely. S dot split. So it's going to create an array. Then we are going to slice the number which we want for the substring. So it will be from 0 to current I. And then what we are going to do, we are going to do like join. So it will create an string. Let me just get the slice only. Let temp equals to the slice of the substring. So what I'm going to do, if temp dot join equal to the temp, which will be an array dot reverse. So it will reverse our array, then join. So if the original string and the reverse string is equal, then we do count plus plus, else we do nothing. Now I'm going to do return count. So if no matching substring for the palindrome count, then we will return 0, which is initially the count is 0. So let me just run it real quick. I'm very sure it's going to tell. No, yeah. It just passed. Let's use some example test cases. Yes, it just failed because I just consider this scenario A, B, and C. So for each string is counting. So let's say all the characters are only characters. The only one character is given. So how am I going to find out? For that logic, let's see some hints. How can we reuse a previously computed palindrome to compute a large palindrome? So previously computed palindrome is our temp count plus plus. Now we are going to compute a large palindrome. How we can do that? Let's see second hint. If Abba is a palindrome, is X by X and palindrome. Similarly, is X by a palindrome. Didn't understand anything. These hints are useless for me. If we use brute force and check whether for every start and end position a substring is a palindrome, we have on equals to start, end pair, and on. Can we reduce the time for palindrome check to O1 by reusing some previous computers? We can do one thing, which is like storing the current palindrome inside an array. Then we can do like array dot include. If the current string is include, then we do not count things. And if it's not included, then let's leave it. Just implement our own logic. So what if all the characters are one character? So what I'm going to do if is plus plus. Let me see what was the output of this. So right now, what our program is going to do is to loop through this 0 0 and join. Or yes, it's the solution. Then it's going to check if A is This one is also, these two are also substring. Yes. These three are also substring. Yes. Holy cow. Because every string is also a, so now I got it that every character is going to be a palindrome of itself also. So we have to consider that case also. So what I'm going to do is, what if I have a palindrome which is previously used? I'm going to take some time. So it's previously used. I have to go to So we can do one thing, like if it reaches the end of the string, then we do not count from 0. We increase 0 by 1 in that case. So the outer loop is also going to run from, so let me just quickly copy paste it. So I left, and this one is also left. So I will slice from left and count plus plus. Once all the things are done, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to count from second. BC is a substring. Left is 0 and right is also 0. This one is going to do count plus plus every time because each character is in itself a palindrome, and I will be equal to not 0, I will be left plus 1 each time, and I should be less than a slope length, and we are going to do I plus plus. So once, let's say for 0th iteration, it's going to do, like it will be count plus plus. Then what it's going to do, it's going to check if AB is palindrome. Here we are slicing, left is 0, I is 1, AB is palindrome, no it's not palindrome. Then we are going to increase the count to 1, so now we are at B, count plus plus. And then if BC is palindrome, in next situation we check, no, BC is not palindrome. Then we go third iteration, C is palindrome, yes. And now we check if C is See, the next one is left plus 1, which is there is nothing in the array, because I will be equals to left plus 1, so left will be 0 1 2, 2 plus 1 equals to 3, and 3 is less than string dot length. 3 is less than 3. Now it's false, so it's not going to work. So let's run. Why it's running it? Let me just check quickly it in the console. It's dark mode activated. Sorry guys. Droid cam is also not working. So what I can do is put a debugger here. So I'm going to do count substring ABC. Now let's check what we have in debugger. So left to equals to 8, then return. So our count is undefined and string is ABC. Now our left is 0 and count plus plus, because the current character is an what do you call it, substring. So left equals to I, or I equals to left plus 1, I less than explode learn, then I plus plus. Left temp equals to ABC. Wow, this should not happen, because left is 0 and I is 1. So the temp should be where we are missing it. We are missing something very badly. S dot let me be C dot split by nothing. So it will be A, B, and C dot slice. I want to slice from 0 to 1. Dude is just A. Why it's not giving me? Why it's giving me ABC? ABC, it should not give me ABC. No, ABC, no. Split left is 0, I is 1. I is 1. Ah, I didn't use that split 0 to 1. What if I do here 0 to 2? Then I receive a B. 0 to 3. Then I receive A, B, C. 4. Then I still receive A, B, C. Where is our palindrome? Then let me split. Now output is 5 and 6. Still we are missing something, which it should be I plus 1, because it's going to slice two string at a time. Yes, it's working. At least it's working. Use example test cases. Let me put one more test is A B C D E F D A B A D A B A, and it's 20 and output is 20. Yeah, boy. Let's hope it's pass all the test cases. Otherwise, I will have to check internet. This is my limit. Come on, don't just say time out. Time limit exceed because it's ON chi square. So it's just solved, but we cannot pass through the time limit, because if you see this this string is pretty long. In thousand, it can be in thousand. So our maybe the lead code is giving a limited time period that if it exceed this limit, then it should fail. So it's passing all the test cases, but not the limit time limit. So we have to optimize it one more time, which will be we have to do all of this in on time instead of doing this on square time, because first we are running loop which is n time, then again we are running a loop which is n time. So it's n square, the time complexity. So what should we do? uh, I'm not getting anything, so I have to just cheat a little. Palindromic sub-string, palindromic sub-string lead code solution, JavaScript, time, some Google hack, count all bandits on one. So doesn't matter in what language it is, we can still implement it in JavaScript easily. Input string equals to above, output equals 3 because A is palindrome, A is also palindrome, A is also palindrome, then A also is palindrome. This all palindrome substring are then then above, but the number itself is a palindrome. The above problem can be recursively defined. Contiguous. Let's just leave it go very simple way. Let me first execute the it's blocking my thread. Then close it. Let's just see the discussions. Let me search JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript. Someone did great idea. This is like pretty close. Amazing answer, no dynamic programming there. So this dude is doing like count equals to 0, function count left and right. while left is greater than minus 1 and right is less than string dot length and s left equals to s dot right. Count plus plus, left minus minus, right plus plus. Then what it's returning? Okay, it's count, adding things into count. Then it's doing count for itself and count for itself and next one. Then it returning the count. So what we need is this function. Um, Let me just copy this completely so we don't have to switch tabs again. So this was our solution. Goodbye solution. Copied to internet. Some random load. Let me just format it quickly. I will use let while count and write and then return count one. Can I rename completely? No, I cannot do it. Let me control D. Alt. Oh, I can do this. So count, then count. Ah, no, I cannot do that. The function name is count. I will have to do it like substring counter. Naming is not necessary, but I just like doing naming things good way, good practice. Okay, all the test cases pass, and let me add something here. It cannot pass time limit as it runs big O, big O, and square time. Oh, some random dude. Let's calculate its complexity after that. But first, what we have to do is this is also not in O n time. I guess it's in O n log n time. So this is running n times O n times, and it's running in log n time. So the final complexity will be O n log n. So from the explanations or the books I just read for taking the coding interview, we can ignore the log n. So the time complexity will be O n in actual. So what this person is doing here, we don't need where also. It can be done easily. So this dude is doing a running a loop for each counter. First is sending like 0 0, so it will send left is 0, right is 0. While left is greater than and right is less than. When left like 0 is greater than minus 1, yes. Right is less than string dot length 3, yes. And s left equal to s right, yes. So substring counter is will be plus plus. Substring counter plus plus and left minus minus and right plus plus. So is 0 minus 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 1, right minus will be minus 1. So this 4 hell, and we have our counter plus plus one time. So this is for like a. If our input is a, then what we are doing, first we are counting for a. Again this time we have for this a, so it's going to be this a, then this a, so our counter will be 3 this time, because it gone through all of these to count substring. So these character are in itself are substring. So it's done. Then in next step what we are doing, we are counting, let's just say the same input. So it will be a like 0, and the next 0 plus 1 will, which will be the index number 1. So this string will go, so it go to the counter, and left will be 0 and right will be 1. So the string will be a and a equal to each other, so substring will be plus plus, and after that left minus minus, which is 0 minus minus, so it just false. So counter is increased by 1 and this loop will exit. So we will have counter plus 1, which will become 4, because we have already 3 here. Now it will be 1 counter, and then again we will send it for the second a, which will be this a. Now what we are going to say, this it will be 1 and it will be 2. So left will be 1 and it will be 2. So left and this condition satisfy and substring plus plus. Now left will be 0 and right will be, left will be 0 and right will be this one. Now it right will be 0 1 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So we are sending 3. First, let's say our counter increased by 1. Again, next string, it's with minus minus, which becomes 0. So 0 to 3. Left is greater than minus 1. Yes. Right is less than string dot length. 3 is not less than string dot length. No, it's going to be 5 then. How come it's giving out true? Let me do that again. 0 and 1. So it will be 0 and 1. This string satisfy, counter become 1. Left minus minus, which becomes 0 minus 1. It will be minus 1. Greater than minus 1. Yes. No, this false. And first, so it increase one time. Then next we are going to send is 1 here. 1 plus 1 equals to 2 here. 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. So it will be counter plus plus, and then left will be minus minus. So left will be 0 and I plus 1 2. So 2 is here we are incrementing 2, right, plus plus, so it will become 3. 3 is not less than 3, so it's false. How it's running? I am going to run this in the console to see. Let me first submit it. It's going to pass. That dude has already tested it. Yeah, see, 93 second complete. See, one day. See you tomorrow. Thank you. I still didn't understand it. Let me open the console again, and inside console, let me paste this thing. Now I'm going to put a debugger here. Okay, now I'm going to call count substring, then a. So my left substring, then function for first it will be for the 0 and 0. Left is 0 and right is 0. Condition satisfy, then it will go substring plus. So substring counter is 1, left minus minus and right minus minus. So left become minus 1, minus 1 is not greater than minus 1, so it exit. Then again it go to the second step, where what it is doing is it's sending 0 and 1. So our left is 0 and right is 1. Condition satisfy, counter 1 1, A, then A, sub counter plus, or counter become 2, left minus and right minus. So left is minus 1 and right is 2. So it's going to exit the loop. Now again it's going to do for this second one, and it's going to count. Let me just do it real quick. It's 4 because we already counted it for once time, and this is counted for 3 times. So it's 4. Now we have to count it for it also. So count, left is 1, right is 2. So substring counter plus, it's become 5. So the substring right minus. So left is 0 is greater than minus 1, and right is 3. Yes, then string dot length is 3. Now it's going to exit. Now it's going to run the second time, the last time this way. So it will left will be 2 and right will be also 2 because we are at here. Now our counter is 6, then count will be 0 and it will be 3. 3 is not this one, so it's going to exit and we return service. I still didn't understand how did we get that 6, because it's going to run 5 times. Once I see that it's running 2 times here, so it's calculating 3 times, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, these for 3, so it will be 3 times. Now it's going to calculate a, then it's going to calculate a, so it will be 1 1. So this is going to be like 5, but how it's going to count completely? So we have to send a 0 to, okay, I get it. When it second times it goes, it sends 1 and it sends 1 and 2. So second time it sends this one, A. So what it's counting? It's going to like left. Once it's calculated for this one, what it's going to do, it's going to left minus minus, it will go here, and right plus plus, the count pointer will go here. So now we have the a, these strings. So our substring will be what it can become. It become plus plus, so our counter increase by 1. Now I get it. This is going to run 4 times. Array, stop here. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. So for the input A is going to run 4 times, and this is going to run 1, 1, 1, and 1. In the second iteration, it's going to run 2 times because it's going to be -1 left side and right one -1 also. Submit it again. Now I understand it. 92 milliseconds, not bad.